So back in the mid-1990s, into the late 1990s, women's prayer groups were the big thing in the left-wing modern orthodoxy. So we got them, for instance, at the most left-wing modern Orthodox synagogue on the West Coast, B'nai David, Judea. They kind of pioneered and led the way for women to gather together to pray, to take out the Torah, and to read from it. So today you don't have so many women's prayer groups. As Mark Shapiro notes in a 2010 lecture on Rabbi Joseph Messis and Rabbi Abraham Shapiro, women's prayer groups have become passe. They lasted about 20 years. Rabbi Avi Weiss wrote a book justifying them, and they took off in some of the avant-garde congregations in Riverdale on the Upper West Side and at B'nai David, Judea. But the modern Orthodox, the left-wing modern Orthodox, have now moved beyond them. These women prayer groups just not satisfying. They've given away to partnership minyanim prayer groups, which are quasi-egalitarian. They call them Orthodox because you can create davening prayer without a mechitza and still call them Orthodox, because there's nothing about a mechitza, the partition, the separation in the Shulchan Aruch. Orthodoxy is just a term. So traditional Judaism has always been about more than just strict law, notes Mark Shapiro. So these women prayer groups were controversial. A number of YU rabbis wrote responsa against them, including Rav Hershel Schachter. Now these prayer groups don't have the cachet that they once did. They no longer excite people in the liberal wing of Orthodoxy. So the reason that these so-called Orthodox partnership prayer groups still have mechitzas and women don't take part in all parts of the service is that the conservative movement got rid of the mechitzas completely. So if these Orthodox minyanim got rid of the mechitza partition, they could not claim to be Orthodox. So it's easier to justify an Orthodox Judaism to get rid of the mechitza than to do what these partnership minyanim do when they call women up to the Torah and have women lead some of the prayers.